What golf cards should we buy before the Netflix series airs? I mean, I'm going to let you answer this, but is the answer like anything you can find because there just isn't a lot out there, or how would you answer this?
Yeah, so I think the short answer is the best Tiger Woods cards. I think the best Tiger Woods cards is the obvious answer, right? But there's not a specific one where, is the PMG Purple have a higher upside than, one of the SP Authentics from 2001? I'm not really sure there, but I think the two SP Authentics from 2001 are surefire hits. I like any low numbered cards of whether it's a Colin Morikawa or some younger guy. I think that those are just not being appreciated. They're just not very valuable right now. But with golf, we don't have there's not like a ton of different options in terms of the best. That is both a bad thing and a good thing. The good thing is it's quite obvious to figure out what the best Tiger Woods cards are, and if you want to get into them, there's a good chance they're going to appreciate. I think a lot of the cards you can see quite parallel with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady cards are selling for astronomically more. And so we're not even talking about baseball, which is clearly king in cards, but I think you can do a fairly decent comp with Tom Brady and see that, Tigers are selling for 1/5, if not 1/10 of some of his cards.
When is the next Golden Age auctions going to be happening?
Yeah, this summer we got a couple of them. We've got in about 2 months, we've got a golf clubs only one, so it's a little bit niche, but it's got the you know greatest assembly of golf clubs ever done. So that's going to be cool. Anything from clubs from the 1800s to clubs used by Tiger Woods and Justin Thomas and things like that. And then we're going to move into our PSA auction as well as a memorabilia auction closely after that, which you're going to have everything that everyone wants.
What is the holy grail of golf collectibles?
Well, I mean, I'm obviously hot on these Tiger irons we just sold. That is clearly up there. Ben Hogan's one iron from Marion in 1950 is up there. A sleeper is probably the club that Alan Shepard hit on the moon. That's in the USGA museum. They split that, I believe, with the Smithsonian. That one will never come to auction, but that one's awesome. A fun one that I always like to answer is there are two golf balls on the moon right now. So someone will find those one day. Someone will grab those one day. I think that's super cool. But yeah, I think those Bobby Jones's Grand Slam set from 1930 that Augusta National owns. I'd love to have a crack at that as well. And then some of the early green jackets as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So let's take a look into the future. Where do you see the hobby in say in 5 years? And I usually will ask this question, to generally about cards and memorabilia, but I'm curious at your answer with a focus on golf. But if you are comfortable talking about the greater hobby, please do.
Yeah, so the greater hobby, I don't know where it'll go because so much is dependent on the economy, right? And not just like the stock market, but where are alternative assets going? But golf's a little different in that we lag behind, but we're also not going to experience the peaks or the valleys either. One big thing is going to drive golf. I mentioned how a lot of these collectibles are still in these old time collections. A lot of them, just by people's age, the age of these collectors, they're going to have to come to public market in the next, call it 3 to 5 to 7 years. So some of the biggest golf collections in the hobby, some of the best items are going to come up for auction in the coming years. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be awesome for the entire collecting community. Other people that don't necessarily follow golf will see these headlines of these great items from these, call it very famous golfers, very famous items, and things that'll make headlines. And so golf is naturally going to get higher just because of all the great items that are about to come out.